In today's video, I'm going to help you to remove all of that awkwardness and that shyness that you have when it actually comes to talking to people that you are hoping that you can actually bag a date with. My name is Anna, welcome to the channel, and don't move an inch, stay right there. Firstly, understand that shyness isn't a physical issue. It's a mental trap that you are keeping yourself under, because if it was so difficult and painful, well, there would be a pill, right? You could take it and it would go away, or you could wear a splint and fine. Problem solved. And without downplaying your shyness and awkwardness, you do have full control over it. No one made you this way. Sadly, you made yourself this way and then accepted that you were just a shy and awkward person, and that's actually part of your personality, and it's not. It is not a personality trait. Let's be honest. You're not going to be shy when you're with your friends, right? Online gaming with friends or talking to your family, you are not shy. You are only hesitant to talk to people that you fear that you have something big to lose, or you feel that someone that you are talking to has a lot more power than what you do. So to unlearn something, you've got to learn how to do that thing but in the opposite way. So let's talk about confidence. Confidence is the complete opposite of shyness, right? So you need to learn what girls find attractive, which is confidence. And some ways to do this are: focus on the other person. You have written inside your own social wiring that you need to be everything amazing to impress someone enough for them to want to talk to you, meaning that you have to dress the part, you've got to look attractive, you've got to drive a nice car, wear fancy clothes, and crack jokes every 4 minutes. And you know what? You couldn't actually be more wrong. And also, this tip applies to everyone that you would talk to, not just girls. So keep the next sentence in mind. A person is attracted to how you make them feel. And if you make someone feel uber comfortable, very safe, very confident, and natural with you to just open up and talk, you've most definitely mastered attraction. And also, that's how you would treat work colleagues, friends, and family, and they would see you as an amazing person. So ask lots of questions, but be genuine with your interest, because if you come across robotic saying, tell me more about that thing, well, she's going to definitely pick up on this. So laugh at her jokes and tell her how funny she is. Make her feel important. And this is going to make her feel a lot less awkward around you, because yes, everyone finds it weird to talk to people we potentially think could be our new other half. It's very scary and nerve-wracking. Tip number 2, be very mindful of your first impression. Okay, it's pretty scary. I get it, because girls take everything in. Not just how you talk, but the actual walk and how you dress yourself, and most importantly, your overall vibe and how this matches your personality. For example, if you wear a very, very expensive suit, are you really a high value person, or are you a D-bag? We're going to try and figure that out. So make sure that the first thing you say to a girl is all about her. For example, what was the most exciting thing that you did today? Well, obviously adapt your questions to the current situation that you are in and make her feel uber important. Let's be real here. Don't feel guilty if you are finding it hard to get out of your comfort zone. Changing your core traits and habits and your behaviors is not easy, because if it was, everyone could just be the best version of themselves and they would never regret a single thing in their life. So understand this, changing your behavior and becoming less shy and awkward takes time. Scientifically stating, 30 days is enough time to form a habit, and if you want some more insight into forming habits, I highly recommend this book. Where is it? Okay, I highly recommend this book here by Charles Duhigg. It's honestly my favourite book of all time. It explains how the Alcoholics Anonymous group works so well, and how literally anyone can change themselves, form new habits, and break old ones. So yes, my most favourite self-help book ever, and the link is going to be down below in the description bar. Adopt some powerful body language. So now you know about this book, you can actually use it to rewire your brain into adopting powerful body language. Basically, faking it until you make it. And you know what? It actually works, because if you trick yourself into thinking you are something different for so long, you actually believe it. A bit like how you did with the whole shyness stuff. You thought, I'm a shy person daily, and you became a shy person. Body language to focus on is maintaining eye contact when you talk to her and when she talks to you. Obviously, maintaining this consistently is a bit weird, but break it off every now and then. And projecting your voice, so keeping your chest area up and open, and try to avoid crossing your arms and legs because it gives the opinion that you're quite shy. Do not set yourself up for failure. This is a famous quote by Mr. Benjamin Franklin. He literally said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's famous because, well, it's pretty legit and pretty honest. So if you set yourself up to go out with friends on a night out, no matter where it is, and you're expecting to find a girl by the time you go home, grab a number so that you can talk to her, well, when you do see a girl that you really like, when you go over to her and try to make conversation, you're going to get shy and anxious because you're putting so much effort and outlook onto this current situation. You cannot expect women to be robotically interested in you if you simply tick all the boxes, okay? Attraction is not that simple. So remember that no matter who you are talking to, it might be that you're very confident in yourself, but she could be having a bad day, and her behavior towards you will not be a reflection of how you are as a person. So if you feel pretty confident but you still get rejected, that's not a bad thing, okay? Enjoy these moments when you do meet a girl that you like and enter your hippie mode. Just feel the vibes, man. And don't expect to actually marry and date that girl that you start chatting to. Just feel it out and see how it goes and take it easy, dude. Build your self-esteem. Shy people struggle because they compare themselves to other people a lot. And the people they compare themselves to are the extroverted types who are a lot less socially awkward. You're not even giving yourself a fair chance here. You need to be actively working on your own self-doubt, okay? Make this a habit yourself. Read some amazing books. Book some time in with a therapist. Shyness needs to be taken seriously, and I cannot tell you honestly how much better my own life is now that I do not struggle with social anxiety. Many years ago, I couldn't look people in the eye, and I had some terrible relationships because of it. And understand this, I still feel awkward and a little shy when I meet new people, or if I go up and talk to people on stage, but it doesn't hold me back like it used to. Now, if I have done it and I have definitely felt the shyness and the awkwardness, you most definitely can change. The bottom line is you've got to learn to trust yourself and be confident with who you are. So go and talk it out with someone that you trust, because I need you to come up with many different points of why you are awesome and recite that list over in your head daily until it sticks, which truly, believe me, it will, which leads us on to the next tip. Let's get very philosophical. Where is your shyness actually getting you stuck, okay? Put yourself in the last moment when you were stuck with your shyness. That moment where you probably kicked yourself thinking, oh my God, I wish I just did this, or I wish I said this, or spoke to this lady. That time where you didn't actually speak up when you really wanted to. And yeah, this is supposed to feel awkward to actually think about, because we have to feel awkward to break the tension. So now, when you have that thing in your head, mentally break down why you felt safer to reserve yourself rather than expressing how you felt or what you had to say. Did you think your opinion wasn't worth it? Did you think that you couldn't add anything more valuable to the conversation? Did you immediately think the other person was better than you and that what you had to say was just invaluable? Now make a list of all the possible bad scenarios that could happen that you are mentally preparing yourself for when you actually go over and talk to ladies, because the fear of being shy is, well, it's a good thing in a way. Your brain is doing a great thing. It's protecting you from harm. It's basically saying, look, I'm going to protect you from getting rejected. Let's just not talk to these ladies. But you can overcome this, okay? Break the shy awkwardness cycle. Like I mentioned before, if you do something for so long, it's gonna be second nature, And you know what? You're just gonna do it without even thinking. So if you normally see a karaoke bar and you immediately think, oh my gosh, I'm getting so anxious at the thought of that, you're gonna mentally shut it down because you know shyness is a thing. And you obviously are gonna feel a lot safer to avoid that karaoke bar than commit to it. But to get out of this cycle, you have to be willing to break it. And that means doing things that absolutely scares you. So to make it easier, practice on the low-hanging fruit. So you've heard me say this before, practice on the cashiers, the random strangers in a queue, talk to people. You're not trying to attract them, you're just practicing talking to people. Waste these failed attempts on engaging in conversation on people that you never ever expect to ever see again, so that when you do next talk to a girl, you've most definitely mastered the art of communication and attraction. So take the tips from the start of the video about focusing on that other person to make them feel good and make everyone around you your test subjects. Yes, do it. And if you fail, it's totally okay. So it's your job now to compliment strangers and focus on making them feel good. A simple, bro, this could be pretty weird, but you know what? I love that jacket. Where'd you get it from? This compliment is gonna make another guy feel so awesome and so confident for the rest of his day, and that gives you that power. So breaking a cycle isn't just do a confident act once, okay? You've got to keep doing it as much as you can. You've got to be forming a habit. And yes, I'm plugging, where is it? And yes, I'm plugging this book like crazy because it works. This book's so good. I really wish I wrote it myself because it is just so good. But I need you to get addicted to failing. Now, years ago, I couldn't actually eat in public. I was like pretty anxious to do that. And I remember the first time I sat down in a coffee shop and I ate I think it was a chocolate chip muffin and a latte without any distractions. So I didn't check my phone, didn't take a book with me. I literally forced myself into a situation that I hated. And look, I was a complete anxious mess. I was uncomfortable. I had like the anxious sweats, I had a flushed face. It was, yeah, pretty gross. But after I left the coffee shop and got home, knowing I just kicked my own butt, managed to eat in public, I was like, oh my God, like I can literally move mountains right now. And then I tried to take it up a notch. Now I can go to restaurants on my own and I can go to the cinema on my own and I don't actually feel awkward to do so. And that's exactly what you need to be doing, breaking the cycle. Refer to your safe place. In these moments when you do talk to a lady and you feel anxious and you feel shy, you will need to do something to lessen that horrible feeling. And one of the best things that you can do is to think of a safe place. So this is a common term used in a lot of therapy sessions. You basically create this safe world in your head and you imagine yourself there, you know, dancing along with the flowers or running along with the horses, whatever it may be. Imagine your safe place in these moments of stress. It could even be a certain person that when you think of them, they bring you so much happiness. So actually have these de-stressing techniques in that moment of social anxiety to keep you going without returning to that shy cycle of behavior, so you absolutely smash the conversation and grab that girl's number. We've made it to the end of the video, and if you want to binge some more, well, check out these links next to my head. But if you want to have instant secret access to a hidden side of our YouTube channel, then there is a link in the channel description bar below where you get access to a secret membership perk. And I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but go check it out. I hope you have an amazing day. Like and subscribe.